All right, here it comes. Hot glass from the furnace, live here at the Gathering Point Show. And what is going on here? We've got a glass full of ice. Oh, and the trick was, can he get it in the glass? Ladies and gentlemen, he was successful. Now pull it out. Let's see what happens if you pull it out. Ta-da!
No way.
No way. It's like intestines inside the
Another
glass. No, I don't want it to blow up in my face. Sorry. All right. The gimbal has a life of its own today, but we got you back on track. Welcome to the Glass Academy.
All right.
Where Oliver's going to see what he's going to do with this glass. This was a glass that wasn't going to make it. It was kind of wonky. We trimmed it. And we're like, if we put ice in it and pour hot glass in it, will it break? And the answer is no.
It did not.
So what we can do now is set it aside.
Yeah, I was thinking about how I was going to clean it up when it did break. I didn't really think about a plan for when it survived.
I know,
so I'm
same.
just going to wheel this over here.
And if we hear a snap, crackle, pop later, it could very well be that.
Yeah, I'll keep my eye on it, but
all right, this is Oliver.
Oh, hey there, everybody. Good to be back on the show. Show
He's one of the players.
Show 3:30. Show 3:30 today.
Feels like 3:30, like it's afternoon.
It does.
This is Chris Nordine. He's going to be making our first members-only piece.
What's happening, everybody? What's happening, members out there? This is going to be a sweetie. I'm going into some Baby Yoda green. A few good coats of that on there, and then we're going to do a pretty cool one-of-a-kind technique with some tasty bar color, which is going to be a cool thing to see. I don't think I've done anything like this on the show before, so it's going to be pretty neat.
Got our bar color right here, all prepped up. You want that bar color after you blow the bubble in, or do you want it before you get the bubble in?
I think we're going to put it on somewhere in between.
Right in between, okay?
Yep, so I think I'm going to be ready for you as soon as you get that ready.
Got it.
All right, I'm going to walk over and introduce.
Hello.
Beth is our tech gal. She's got all the makings here to make the sound system work. Sarah is also here available to answer questions, and she's going to be showing off how our drinking glasses work. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is right. What do you mean, how our drinking glasses work? She's going to demonstrate.
Chris is
All
getting
right.
that bubble into the piece.
Just blew some air into the pipe and capped it. That's called capping off, when you blow air into the blowpipe and then you put your thumb over it and the moisture from your breath expands, blows out the bubble, so you don't have to blow it out really hard into the pipe.
And at some point you'll see me. My name is Michelle and I'm your host, your MC for the evening. If you're new to the Gathering Point Show, this is our Tuesday night live show, and it's better than coming in person because I can bring you right to the action. And right now, the action is these small little dots of glass being attached to the main body of the piece, which is green. It kind of looks like this weird olive color,
Lift.
but it's actually a bright green.
No way.
It is polka dotted.
Chris, that's too many bits in one go.
Oh, I like one more if you want to get that hot.
Okay.
I got one little spot I want to fill in right there.
These are small little pieces of glass that we're adding on to, but they got big personality. This is bar color. For those of you who don't know, basically means it's pure color.
Sure, pure, super dense color. And the cool thing about this technique is it's okay to let it get nice and cold, because when I go in and heat this up, the body of the piece is going to be really hard and the color melts easier than the rest. So I'm going to go in and get it really hot. Now I'm going to get these things hot and they're going to flatten out and become perfectly round polka dots on the piece,
All right.
which is going to look great. We're done with the garage. Beautiful. Oliver's always thinking about the financial side of things, and there's no reason to make sure that we keep the thing going right now because the garage, because it just sucks up energy, and that's what a glass shop does.
I mean, everyone knows that I'm financially responsible.
That's right.
That's what's going on. I definitely wasn't thinking about the bar being out above our colors and that we might accidentally hit it with a bit at some point in time.
Yeah, it's crazy. So one of the things that's going to happen when I come out of this oven with this thing really hot is all the color pieces are going to be totally balled up and perfectly round. So I'm going to go to the Marver and we're going to have a really cool technique. So the Marver Shots is going to be key right here. You see how round those are.
So the last person who had the gimbal changed some settings on it, so we apologize. There was a brief moment of getting us all lined back up because we were a little off.
So you got gimbalized?
Yeah, it was like, I'm like, why is it acting this way? And then it had a different setting on it. So we're back to normal now. I know what I'm doing. I'm good.
It was kind of like the gimbal has a mind of its own. Got to be
can have
careful.
a mind.
Feels like that some days.
It could crawl around and be like a sci-fi movie. You're like, look off the side of your bed in the night and you see the gimbal
Just
crawling across
looking
across the carpet, coming at you.
Like some Toy Story meets.
It's gonna gimbalize you.
Yeah. Just
You don't know what that could do.
That's scary stuff, Chris. In terms of like, on like a technical side of things, you said that you're letting that body get nice and cold so that the bar color would heat up pretty quick in comparison. How's it feeling in terms of stiffness? Because I know you put a green down. Green's a very soft color.
I think the gold brown's real soft too. I think we're in business. This thing's feeling real creamy. I'm talking right out of the butter jar.
So when they're talking about rod color and frit color, this stuff in the tray is the frit. It's like crushed up sugar. The bar is this stuff. It's literally a solid bar of glass mixed with high concentrated color. So I could take half an inch of this yellow and make a large picture with it. So it's super ultra concentrated color. So the fact that he put, dots on this, those are gonna blow up and be really high concentrate color on the side of this piece.
Good. I did lie earlier, folks. I gotta say, I'm really sorry, but I said I never made one of these before, and I just remembered in the back of my brain that I did make one of these, and it was blue with orange dots. And Michelle might remember, but it was literally like 20 years ago, and it was pretty sweet. It was so sweet it made it into our cabinet, and then it made it into our overflow storage cabinet in the basement, and it's still around. It's sweet. That's what happens. I bring home these pieces that I love. Actually, lately Michelle's been bringing them home, and then our cupboard, we can't close the door anymore because they're just smashed in. There's so many
pieces in there.
So then they go into the overflow zone. I'm going to take one more light puff. Blow.
So this show tonight is the Tumbler Show. The Tumbler Show is pretty cool because you get to make a bunch of pieces and test out different color patterns. And this is something we've done since the beginning of our studio. It's a way for us to test colors, to test shape, size. Different colors react different to each other. And so when you put them on something, sometimes you don't have the effect that you're thinking, or the colors are stiff or soft and they don't necessarily work together. So this is a great like test sample before you do a production run of something.
Going back 1 second to what Chris was talking about as like your at-home collection.
Yes.
I'm really curious to know, in like your kitchen, do you feel like you have a lot of cabinet space, or do you feel like you have like an average amount? Do you have like one teeny tiny cabinet for glassware?
We have one small cabinet. I have my favorites, like coffee mugs. I have 2 to 3, and unless they break, I just keep using them. Okay. So for glasses, I don't have a huge selection. We probably have about 10.
Okay.
To give you a little
insight. But a huge basement.
Michelle's got 2/3 coffee mugs, and just the other day. She said, "Can you unload the coffee mug shelf?" And I took like 10 coffee mugs down into the basement that were mine.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna start cycling them out of there.
Yeah.
I'll take a Maurice.
Maurice, you got it.
Okay, so Maurice is a small little patio glass on the bottom, and what that does is allows when the punny goes on, it won't chip off any of the color on the bottom, which is valid because you don't want to have a missing spot of color.
Yeah, unless you specifically want to chip some off, but on this particular color I don't, that green on the side, and my design flip is changing right now before my and all your guys' eyes, because it looks so nice. I don't want to do what I was going to do to it, which was I was going to torch each one of those polka dots, and I was going to go in with the tweezers on the inside and press them out so that there was a very organic kind of like sea urchin look to the tumbler. But at this point it's looking so tight and they're looking so clean that I really think I want to leave it the way it is, which is a pretty sexy looking tumbler.
All right, so Beth, who do we got on the show tonight? Sorry, you walked away.
I'm working on something.
Okay, never mind. You can come back to
Come
that.
back to me in like 2 seconds.
Okay, all good.
We're going for the punny. This is when you transfer the vessel off of the pipe. Oliver just made me a sweet punny, a perfect one. I'll tell you what, I don't know if Eddie's watching or not, but after having some punnies from Eddie the other day all day, it sure is nice to have a punny come from a guy who knows what he's doing.
Does Eddie watch the show?
I don't think so.
So we can say whatever we want about Eddie.
That's right. Eddie. That
It
guy.
was fun. He was in the shop working with Chris this past week on some of Chris's work here, while Matt Tabea and I were working on some 3-person pumpkin production that I'm sure you'll find out about in the future, but just not right now. And it was really fun to have such fresh energy in the shop with Eddie there. Seemed like he was having a good time.
Eddie's a painter. Chris got in a pickle and he needed some help, so Eddie's like, I want to learn how to blow glass. I'll come by. I'll help you. But Eddie's by trade is a muralist, like a large-scale painter, so it was definitely a different medium for him to work with.
I did want to say that I don't know if anybody noticed this or not, but that's my whoop.
What does that mean?
Your what?
My whoop.
One more time for the people in the back.
And a whoop is item that you attach to your wrist, and it tracks your stress, your sleep levels, your steps, your big toenail growth, everything. I mean, it's that good.
Yeah, that's something I'm curious about right now.
Yeah, and I was blowing glass the other day in one of the most heated, stressful situations I ever had. And afterwards, I was like, I'm going to look at my whoop and see how high my stress went up. And my stress was completely normal, Oliver. Can you believe that?
Average for you.
Which is like...
If I...
I mean, you saw I was getting this. We lost like 5 pieces in a row, and I was really having a hard time. And I was upset and very angry and confused and pretty much losing my mind.
So why don't you call the people at Whoop and tell them it's not
They
working?
need to have a bar in there that says, mind was lost, 3% or something. But it was rough.
That was a day. I didn't tell you this in the moment, Chris, but I did find a time to peel away, and I shot Jake a text message, and I was like, hey, when you come in today, don't come in like razzing your dad at all, you know? Just go easy on him.
Crazy.
But the pieces you end up getting it figured out, and they were turning out nice.
Yeah, they turned out nice. The Rhododendron Golf Awards.
What is rhododendron like the name of a place, or is that something Italian?
Rhododendron is a flowering tree. It's a beautiful flowering tree, and the rhododendron course is a PGA course down in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. So there were the women's golf tournament down there. I'd like to say it was the PGA tournament, but it wasn't.
Do you want to
It was just their local club
like a local
tournament.
they have.
But they're,
Cool.
one of the courses, the rhododendron course, has rhododendron trees, which are large flowering trees all over the whole course.
It's gotta be nice.
So that's what they win.
You
is
played
one
that
of
course
those.
before then?
No, Jake and I went down there. We played the Old White, it's called, which was another really nice course.
Okay.
And they've got one called the Swan, which was those swans I made.
So did they just like? I guess how did you end up doing that job for them? Like, did they just look you up at like Chris Nordine Studios, or
No, we
do
went.
you know like the owners in some capacity?
It was an invite from a fellow glassblower.
We went down there, got invited to come down and do Venetian demonstrations for the patrons of that whole compound, which is the Greenbrier, which is a pretty cool compound.
Okay.
Don't say compound. That just sounds so weird.
Fenced in, 7,000 acres. It's a compound. But it's pretty amazing. I mean, that's where the presidential bunker is for 2,000 naval and army officers to stay down there with Congress and the president. It's a compound. And everybody around the world needs to know that's where they're going to be if the poop hits the fan.
Now that we have let all
Chris
our...
in between pieces, just go in the chat and drop the exact coordinates for that.
Longitude and latitude. So this is looking pretty cool, and I didn't want to go organic-matize it because look how sweet those are. And
That's
we're gonna
super cool.
we're gonna bring out some beautiful iridescence in that
Yeah.
gold brown, but we're gonna do a Stamperoon first, which is
But real quick, I'm loving how round these are, but I love how this one right here just turned into the perfect teardrop off with the fucking trim.
little comet action.
Yeah.
All right, so in the chat tonight, over on the YT side, Angela's here, Carol's here, Jamie says hi everybody at Glass Academy, Susan is here from Indiana, Greg says hi, where's Jake?
Where is Jake?
Where is Jake?
Jake, are you out there? Jake! Jake's in New York City. Came in, checked in for a meeting today, but as of right now, he's probably whooping it up in some cool spot in New York City. And if you're in the city or you have a hot spot, drop it in the chat, because I'm sure at some point he's going to be flipping through.
Last I heard, he was at the Brooklyn Botanical Garden,
And then we had a meeting at 3, so...
and he was checking out bonsais. All right, now we're gonna go for a little change here. See how those are brown right now? We're gonna bring out that iridescence in there because that gold brown's got a lot of silver nitrate in it.
Especially when it's pure bar color.
Yep.
Which segues kind of nicely to a new website product. Maybe you noticed, maybe you haven't. But we got new stemless wine glasses on the website, and they're using bar color iridescence, either the iris gold or the gold brown, and they're looking really awesome. Really proud of how they turned out.
Wow, those spots are like mirrors.
They're looking cool. I'm gonna do one more lighty and we're gonna put it away. Now remember, this is only available to the members, our dedicated members and the people who are super amazing and unbelievable. They're gonna be able to get a hold of this piece, whoever's got the fastest fingers.
And the membership opens next week. We only open it 4 times a year. Next week it's going to open. Beth has those details. She'll be dropping them in the chat. Members' gifts are shipping out next week. So members, what is it? That Visa commercial has its perks.
That's a fun one.
Yeah. Roland, I don't know if we were talking. Sorry.
I don't think we were because we made sure we were really quiet.
All right, Oliver's using a torch, and what that does is just smooth out any rough edges. That's usually how you tell if glass is handmade, where it comes off from the punny. It leaves a sharp mark. And flipping it over, and again, we're
Way
never
it
at the
goes.
close annealer. We're at the one on the far side of the shop. And I apologize in advance for all the diagonal weirdness. This gimbal got rescheduled.
There we go,
in
guys. That
some
was a
way.
good one in there.
All right, Oliver and
Best.
Sarah, will you guys join me at the table and pick a bottle of wine in a glass and highlight?
I'm kind of on the job right
You are
now,
on the
Michelle.
job. You're not going to drink it, but you're going to show the customers what these look like with beverages in them. Sarah's going to pick red, And she's going in this lightly recycled cup. Look at that beauty.
That's such a professional pour.
I know. Ta-da!
That's kind of
Very
tough
nice,
for me
very
to follow
nice.
up. All right, yeah.
So
I
Oliver
am
has the
not
white
one of-
wine.
That's actually how most of the corks in my house look.
Does it come out? I should have prepped it.
Use the teeth, Oliver. Use the teeth.
It looks like someone did already.
Like a pirate.
Why don't you hand me that red? Wait.
Oh.
Why don't you hand me that red, please?
All right, which
Off
one
to
are you
a
going to
great
pick?
stop. Which one am I going to pick? I feel like it's a red, so I feel like I should go for like this blue here. Something. Is it wrong to pour it into a rocks glass? I don't think
No,
so.
no. That's what I want to see,
And
how the
then-
color difference is.
And
Look
then
at learning from
had
Sarah.
it, like all the way out here.
The label is showing. Dang.
Okay, Oliver.
Very nice, very
You know,
nice.
like, pretend there's a washcloth over my arm, and I have like a nice little
Behind your back.
other arm behind the back. It was the entire time. You can check the record.
Is it supposed to be a washcloth? Or is it supposed to be a
Towel.
napkin?
It's a nice towel.
It could be, you know, it could be.
Sushi? You get
Sarah,
a
will you
washcloth.
pour us some white
Anything.
wine? Which one will Sarah pick?
Well, white's tricky. You can't see it very well.
You can't. So, what does it look like?
Look at that amber color coming through.
Ooh, it is. It does.
Okay, okay.
All right, look at Oliver's ready. I think he might
Take
want to
that
do
white.
another one.
I'll do one more here. I've had 30 seconds to learn everything I possibly can. So
All
we'll go
right, do you
behind
want to
the
know a
bag.
Glass Academy secret? We pour these wines to show you guys what they actually look like. But after the show, we're funneling them back in the bottle for the next show. Shh, don't tell anyone.
These are not drinking wines for us.
Wait, will you scoot the sign over?
Yes.
Can't
I mean,
read the sign, so he'll fix that. All right, meanwhile, Chris has had ample time to plan for his next piece.
And this next
and
piece is
away
kind of
he
special.
goes.
Next piece is a little bit special. Been a long time since we've done a custom order on the show.
Tell us about this one.
This one here comes, I might butcher this name, apologies if I do. I didn't do it on purpose. I believe it's coming to us from Elise. And this is a super artist choice. This is a tumbler, kind of inspired the theme of the show here, which is all about tumblers today. Roughly 14 ounces, and then pastel colors. That's the deal here. So I've got some pastel colors out for Chris, and his brain's working right now.
It is, and I've got some tasty pastels right here. I already used the Baby Yoda, but I'm thinking backup action. And we've got a beautiful transparent purple, so I'm going to have you bring me a bit of each one of those, Oliver, with like 3 coats on each one.
You got it.
And I'm going for a transparent base, and we're going to have some serious looking, I think I want to go some spaghetti.
Layering up spaghetti?
Yep.
Okay.
So again, I apologize, you guys. The gimbal is very strange tonight.
The gimbal still
Yeah.
misbehaving?
Yep. I don't know, maybe you can't switch it mid-show. Who knows?
You know, when AI does start to take over, you're going to be able to toggle AI's brain probably, and maybe even just shut it right off. So that if the gimbal's bad, it's going to be turned off tonight.
But we need the gimbal.
Well, it'll be turned off after the show with no supper.
All right, the glass, amazingly enough, did not break. But you can still hear the insides kind of cracking. This glass is sturdy. All right, Beth, you
That
got
cup
any
is still
questions for
tipped.
us?
So far, no questions in the chat. Betsy says she loves our pieces.
Nice.
Pam is here watching from Massachusetts. Jody says she's watching here on both, and don't worry, Oliver, she hit the like button.
All right.
It's good to know that even when I'm gone, people are still hitting the like button. Hey,
Oh, okay.
actually, on that note, I was watching on YouTube the past show, and I stopped into the Facebook chat. It was a whole thing. I haven't been on Facebook in like 10 years. had to figure out all that account stuff, and it was a nightmare. However, I got on there, and I saw that YouTube had more viewers than Facebook.
Yeah,
and I love the Facebook crowd. You guys know you're OGs. But it warmed my heart a little bit to see YouTube popping off like that. So shout out to the YouTube crew, too.
And I want to say, I think it was Mary noticed first. We hit 5,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, pretty amazing.
Let's go.
Nice.
And I will also say this, the word on the street now, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, because companies are looking for engagement. So like YouTube will boost the posts that have lots of engagement. So if you guys want to play along, put lots of conversation in the chat and help boost our engagement. So Facebook will be like, what's happening here? I need to boost this show. So Bass, that means we need to ask lots of questions. Catch what's going
Thinking
on
about this color that Chris is asking for. He's asking for a lot of coats on it, but I'm thinking I'm going to even give him a little bit extra because I love this blue color that we have out, but I don't know it to be an extremely powerful blue. It's a very beautiful blue, but it doesn't hold its density as well as I would like it to.
You take your time and put about 30 or 40 coats on there.
Yeah,
Oliver.
if you could just hold in a circle for like 20 minutes, then I'll be ready for the second bit.
Go walk around the building.
Yeah, just let Poe out.
That actually would be a pretty cool competition, to take a gather and see if you could walk around the block and get back into the building before the gather explodes off your pipe. I like that.
Just
No, thank you.
Have Michelle follow us around like we're on the Maury show or something.
Yeah, why not?
So the trick with these spaghetti pieces is there's lots of layers of color. The core glass inside is getting awfully cold with each layer of color. So at some point he's going to have to superheat it in the glory hole, get it all nice and molten, all sticking together, and then he'll be able to blow it up. So right now that core is a little solid.
I wish we could save it like this. Look how cool that looks, you guys. It's a hairdo. Yeah.
It's like those lamps from the 70s.
So you're talking about that core heat, Michelle?
Yes.
And that was something I was kind of thinking about as we went into this piece. And I'm delivering these bits from the stiffest to softest for that reason, so that Chris has all this time to really heat in the pink. The blue will heat in a lot faster, won't take as much, and then the green even more so. So as he lets this cool down, he's got to soak a lot of heat into it. Our first layer of color will kind of hold up the best.
You know, I have to say, a good friend of ours needs some loving today. Robin, we see you. Robin said watching the show is boosting her energy or her
I'm
mood.
missing Robin.
I know, Robin. We miss you. How you been? What's up north like? Still alive, or the black flies got you?
I hope Robin's doing well with the black flies.
Yeah, black flies
Yeah.
are black flies. I know they have them in Maine. I'm guessing every warm town has them in the country. So lots of colors going on this. What they're going to look like blended is anyone's guess.
My guess, I know what they're gonna look like. Super cool.
Kind of looking like a colorful Easter egg.
Excuse me.
All right. So I'm heating them up, but I don't want to have a lot of that color on the moil. So once it starts moving, I'm going to bring it out and swing it out so that the color goes down into the piece. Kind of wraps around the whole bottom of the vessel or the bubble, which is that transparent deep hyacinth. The hyacinth, the purples, the perps. The perps are made from manganese. That's the earthly element off the periodic table that makes purple, guys. And it is a sweet, sweet element because that transparent purple is a gorgeous color.
All right, I will let them know but tonight's a rare breed. The glasses that you see on tonight's table, the reasons that they didn't have any numbers are these are 2 products that are new for this summer season that we're carrying on the website. So on the table are only the samples. Both pages will be live on the Gathering Point show, and they're actually live right now at 6:30. You can do a matching set of the same colors. You could get one of each. They're really nice glasses to have for company because they're all, when you choose like 4 different colors, then everyone knows what color they're getting.
Good.
So they're a new style. This has never been seen before. We've had them on the website maybe a week or 2.
Below.
I think the rocks glasses might have been up there longer.
Keep going.
But those stemless wine glasses are
Good.
new. If you're a wine drinker, they're a rather big pour.
And mind you guys, remember, this is a custom piece for a customer. Look how cool that's looking. She specifically said artist choice, but look at that texture. And I made a point not to melt it all in so that it was very texturous, but still super smooth to the touch. And she wanted it to be about 14 ounces. This thing is looking pretty cool, Oliver.
Were you noticing the difference in stiffness there? Quite like when we're blowing it out?
Well, I didn't heat it up enough to have all 3 of those exterior spaghetti bits become molten with the core, so they were a little colder than the core. So when I blew it out, I could tell there was resistance.
Okay.
And it's pretty sweet because when you have that type of resistance, you can do that with a spiral too, like a coil. And the coil's really, really cool because that totally makes it give like a feeling that it really does have some spring to it.
Yeah. It didn't look like it was blowing out weird at all to me.
Nope, blow lightly. Good.
But I noticed you were treating a little bit different. I wasn't sure, maybe I just wasn't clocking that it was.
I do want to let you guys know that the Loyalty League piece is available to my Loyalty League members through your link.
Shout out the Loyalty League.
And I am putting the link in the comments right now to the 2 sets of glassware tables for tonight.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Best makes it easy for all of you.
I think there's a few of our Loyalty League members who had the surgery in their finger where they had the bionic like button pusher put in. And if they really wanted to be fair, they could give up the doctor's name who did it so that everyone had a chance to have the mega finger technique.
Some people got the fastest fingers in the West.
Cap it.
All right, I do want to say this. People who are asking to see the finished piece, the glass does have to cool overnight. So anything we make during this live show, it's not ready until tomorrow. Tomorrow, the whole team is not here, but Thursday they're here, so they film a video of what the finished items look like.
Michelle, I really want to make sure that I can get a nice tight bottom on this, so if there's a chance, could you film and cap the pipe while Oliver paddles for me?
I can cap.
Oh, we got a capper coming from over behind Tech Aisle.
Best to
Best
the rescue.
The glass blower.
She is excited, you guys. She gets excited when she can get her hands on the glass. Look out. But this is going to make the piece, you guys, really, really tight on the bottom. And what we're doing is Bess is going to cap the air from coming out of the end of the blowpipe, and Oliver's going to use a paddle, and his paddle is going to merge with the jacks, my jacks, and we're going to create a perfect 90-degree bottom on this.
So to give you an idea, this was a balloon, and Oliver pushed on the bottom. It would squeeze the air out.
Not too hard.
So by Bess having her hand down there at the other end, that air can't go out the pipe.
All right, that's beautiful, Bess. Wow,
All right.
I cannot believe it. We got a little Bess mojo on this piece.
This almost looks tie-dye. It is super cool.
Yeah, that's looking
Tie-dye.
really sweet. All right, we're going for a little Maurice, and then we're going to punny this puppy up and finish her up.
Did you notice how quick Bess got up from her chair as soon as you were like, we
She
need a cap from
did.
someone?
She didn't even really know what we were going to ask. He was just like, I got an opportunity.
Jake's not here. Okay, so in case you came late to the show, Jake is in New York City. tons of cool stores to check out there, museums, galleries, all kinds of stuff. He's got 2 days. And then he's heading to Hudson, New York for an anthroposophical conference for the week.
Who's he going to be hanging out with?
His sister.
That's right.
And she organized it. She's got 150 people coming. She set up all the housing, the food, the entertainment, the lectures, the speakers. I mean, there was a team of them, but they all worked together to pull off this event. So send them good vibes. Should be a very nice conference. The weather is looking amazing.
When you guys weren't looking, Oliver threw a bucket of water on me.
I did that.
Merc level 2.
I didn't
so it
realize.
wasn't too
I just
bad.
noticed that we're matching shirts today, Chris.
I did too, like the start of the show. This is a pretty cool looking cup.
Push.
All right, back to the glory hole. There is a small hole about the size of a quarter
Let you hang there
on
for
the
a
top
minute.
of this glass. He's going to let Oliver heat it for a second, and then they're going to open it up.
Someone said, when does Renfest start?
Renfest
August
starts
16th.
August 16th, guys,
So
and runs
next
for
weekend.
7 weekends. And that's only a hop, a skip, and a jump away.
Mary grabbed the Loyalty League piece she just put in the comments.
Yeah, I guess she missed last week or something, she said. She's back in the game.
Robin said, what kind of conference?
What kind of what?
Conference.
Oh, anthroposophical. Let's see. Rudolf Steiner. It's like a mind, body, spirit kind of thing. It's ways to live on the earth, with the earth, elemental seasons, to honor nature in our lives.
I mean, in farming, all different types of farming.
It's like practices that go with star movements. Like, you know how oceans have tides? Well, the tides also affect the trees, the animals that live on the earth. So it's paying attention to celestial timings and how it affects the earth. Started in Germany. There's 600 Steiner schools around the world, and so this conference will pull people worldwide. They had a waiting list going because there were so many attendees.
I've got a hello from Oliver's grandma in the chat.
Shout out, Grandma.
What up, Grams?
Grandma, is the family reunion? Did that happen or is it happening? What's the date on the family reunion?
Were you not invited, Oliver?
I was, but my life be my life. So this is my chance to get a reminder in. Do you guys go to family reunions and all that?
I mean, we don't have official family reunions, but that's pretty much around like New Year's. That's why we're pretty much back in Philly every single year for New Year's. That's why I'm never here. That usually that last show of the year.
Okay.
But we go back. That's where all of my family is for both sides of my family. And we will either intentionally get together.
Or unintentionally get together?
Yeah, well, during the parade, you kind of end up just finding each other.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the past couple years, we've had some family weddings going on, and so that's been kind of impromptu family reunions in a way.
All right, how about a
Stamper?
stamp? Yeah. You guys, this is one of the nicer tumblers I've made in a really long time, and I think it's amazing, so you need to check it out before we put the stamp on it, but look at that thing.
The family reunion was last weekend, Oliver. You missed it.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Are you serious? Whoops.
I can guarantee that I was working.
That's what she said. She said you were working.
Yes, the way our business is set up, we are working to accommodate all of you who have weekends off. So shout out to the Glass Academy staff. They do work both Saturdays and Sunday, Friday nights as
Thursday
well.
nights.
Thursday nights to accommodate the customers that want to come through. I had a lady today who was sad we weren't open on it was yesterday, on a Monday. And I was like, you know what? They work all weekend. Monday is the Universal Glass Academy closed day. That's a day Chris can come in the studio and work on his own work. When no one else is here, he hires other people to produce his works.
That's when Eddie comes in.
That's Eddie. Eddie.
No one's talking.
That was for you, Roland.
It looks really cool. It looks like tie-dye spaghetti.
It's a really beautiful piece.
Bess doesn't know it yet, but Oliver and I have been talking about Instagram, like short clips. We got a great one for the spaghetti technique.
Oh, I have a lot of short spaghetti clips on my phone. It's one of my favorites.
Well, we're going to take it next level, Bess.
All right.
Has Jake showed up on the show at all?
Nope.
All right. Forgotten.
Someone said there were 2 earthquakes in New
There
York
was.
today.
That's crazy. All right, let's talk about the question. You want to tell them about this, Bess?
Yeah, so our question this week is, what is your drinkware pet peeve? Basically, what don't you like in a drinking glass? Is it because it's too thin or too heavy? Does it not fit nicely in your hand? It's funny, I'll tell you guys about this. So Tabea's over watching at Dearborn Brewing, as she usually does every week, unless she's here. And for their mug club, they have 2 different kinds of mug club. They have the Lifetime Mug Club, where you have a custom mug made by the Glass Academy, or they have their annuals, and they have a lot of tumblers that we've made here. There is one tumbler that is just a little bit skinnier than the rest of them, and there is one person in particular who requests that tumbler every time he goes in because he says it fits his hand better.
And it's a guy.
It is.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I know that there are people who have certain preferences in their drinkware. So
Yeah, because the ones that are thin, I find them hard to clean, so they're not my go-to source.
fair. I like something that feels good on my mouth. I don't know how to explain that, but
Good mouthfeel.
yeah, good mouthfeel.
I understand
Yeah.
that.
Thank
And
you.
I have this crazy one
I love
that I
that.
didn't think would be very comfortable, but it's actually super comfortable.
I love that handle.
I know. It's kind of crazy.
I go through phases with my drinkware. I find a really cute cup and I hyper focus on
Yeah.
it and I use it a lot. And I'm like, this is going to be the reason I am now hydrated the rest of my life. And here I sit talking to you very dehydrated with a
I was
plethora
going to say,
of
where's
cute
your
cups at
stuff?
home.
No liquid death, no big
I
thing.
know. I'm failing right now. Just have a plethora of cute cups that I'm not using, and I'm sitting here dehydrated. So,
But I do have to say, this next piece was a best design, correct?
it was a best idea that I put a picture in front of Chris and Oliver and said, "Hi, please make this into a cup."
Okay. This is something special that's happening. This one will not be for sale. And it looks like Chris is ready to get started.
Dum, dun, dun, dun.
So I'm pulling up a picture to show you guys the inspiration
please
behind
do.
this. So for those of you who are into sports, this is inspired off of an old school Major League Baseball jersey. If you're a regular on the show, you might remember that I am not from here. So I am from Philly, which means I am into all Philly things, all Philly sports. And so this is going to be a glass base.
Oh, I'm going to
off
zoom in
of-
on your phone.
Yes, I'm trying to find a good picture of it. It's nice and pixelated. Hold on.
Clear up. Oh, why it's not downloaded?
You know, it's the internet. Okay, here we go. Old school Phillies uniform. So this is my favorite Phillies uniform, the powder blue with the burgundy, a little bit of white on there. So this is the inspiration we're going off of.
All right,
There's
so
the
I
powder
picked up
blue.
some of this opal sky blue, which is pretty much the same color as the jerseys. And we're gonna be making a rocks glass out of this. And it's gonna be a tasty one, you guys. And I'm gonna blow it into the Bolatone mold, which is this Italian mold. I got 4 coats of that beautiful Philly blue.
And so the
Some PB.
customer, the recipient, Chris knows the person's size. So like our question tonight, it is sized appropriately for this person, which makes it the perfect gift.
And a trick to making a rocks glass that's very functional and ergonomic is to have it go from being super thick on the bottom and then have the walls of the rock glass go from being thick at the bottom all the way up to nice and thin at the top. So when you put it up to your lip, it just massages your lip. And
Is that all?
That's right.
That's all just essentially heat control leading up to you blowing it out.
And bubble positioning.
Bubble. Okay.
So Den King asks, do we laser print on glass? No, we do not laser print on glass.
You know, the people who do the straws, you can laser print your company logo on the straws.
Interesting.
Yeah, so he does that, but we do not.
Do you think they trust us with a laser?
I wouldn't
Not a
trust
question
us
for
with a
us
laser.
internally here, but to the people watching, like, would you trust us with a high-powered laser?
It'd be like putting a bunch of cats with a laser. It'd be chaos.
All right, I have a question. I went for an MRI last week, and you're not allowed to have any metal on.
Yeah.
And then we started talking, and people were talking about some guy who had a leather jacket with studs and metal, and the machine sucked him in because it had all this metal. So then they have to like cut the jacket off of him or
Blow.
grind the rings off. How is he even near the machine? Has anyone heard about this?
Good.
So I don't know if we're talking about the same thing. There is a guy who passed away because he had basically like a weighted necklace or like basically like a big bike chain around his
Blow.
neck. And he was not supposed to be in the room. His wife, I guess, either fell off of the table, but then they were working on
Good.
readjusting her or something like that.
So
and
he ran in to like...
He ran in because she was asking for him, but he bypassed all of their security systems. And, you know, they're supposed to check you for metal before you walk in the room. And he choked to death because the chain was too
like
magnetized to the
sucked
machine.
into the machine.
Pretty much, yeah. So,
What are these machines? Good gravy.
I mean, they're just ginormous magnets that spin really fast.
Is that what it is? Because my niece was saying they won't turn it off. Like they just run all the time.
yeah.
Yeah, they got a lot of momentum in them, and I specifically remember I was like a kid who watched a lot of like House, not Full House, House to like the medical show,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
and my grandma was
Cap.
someone who watched Grey's Anatomy, I want to say was hers.
Sure.
We all had our own different
The
medical,
medical
shows.
shows are good.
And I remember one episode, I think on my grandma's show that
Off.
she watched, where someone walked into an MRI and was wearing like metal and got like pulled and attached to the machine, and then other equipment came and like
Stuck on them.
stuck over top of them against the machine. It was a whole thing with like how the firefighters could like pull someone off an MRI machine and everything. It was
I saw the episode when the espresso maker blew up and
No,
blew
wait a
some
second.
poor barista's arm right off and had
No.
to go into the emergency
No,
room.
stop it. Back
So that
up.
tells you the reality of that
So-
show, you guys.
My niece said that happened. The gurney was going by and it like sucked the gurney in. It's like, what are we doing to ourselves here,
I've
folks?
seen a sci-fi movie like that.
I have a technical question from
All right.
Hannah.
Back to glass blowing.
Is it a medical technical question or is it a glass blowing technical
It's glass
question?
blowing.
All
I
right,
feel like we're
fine.
experts in both.
Hannah says, technical question, I saw a video today of a thing they call an overlay. First they put a colored bit on the gather and then they rolled it on the table so it looked like a little hat on top and then covered the whole gather. Then they made a pumpkin out of it. Is there any advantage to doing it that way?
No.
There you go, everybody. There's your answer.
There's the high-tech answer.
Nope, but there's definitely advantages to doing color overlays. And really what color overlays are all about is when you're going to be doing some type of carving in the glass. Because you can blow out a white bubble and then you can overlay it with green and then overlay it with blue and then red and yellow and then go afterwards, carve through it and make a sunset with all those colors depending on how deep you carve through the glass. That's where overlays originated.
Chris, I got 2 on here. Did you want 3 for it to be extra?
Nope, 2 is going to be perfect.
Ooh, I like this color pattern already. So Oliver's got like a burgundy on his. Chris has this like baby light blue that's super cool. One of my favorite colors.
This is one of your favorite colors?
Yeah, in glass blowing, it's one of my favorite colors. The baby blue.
Excuse me, everybody.
All right, using the Taglia, he's flat in the bottom. And then Oliver's ready with the paddle because then he's going to go on the top and kind of square it up. These are really nice in rocks glasses because you can stick them in the fridge or the freezer. And it's going to make your glass nice and cool. Kind of hold that coolness in there.
I think there was some like fried chicken grease on that paddle.
Why, it smells like fried chicken?
Make you hungry.
I smelled it when it was burning. Not sure. I did find that paddle back in the metal shop earlier today, and I was like, why is one of our paddles in the metal shop? And then maybe it's because somebody was snacking on some fried chicken back there.
What
Put
about
a little chicken tender on there and just set it on top of the glory hole, let it cook.
I think so.
That could be a Ren Fair technique to get us a little different lunch style.
Right. Cherry wood roasted chicken tenders.
Oh, come on now.
Created by the Royal Glassmakers.
So if you're not familiar, the name Royal Glassmakers is our Renaissance company. We just have two companies, so when we're at the Renaissance, we sound a little more in theme. We sound more authentic. But the Glass Academy is the home of the Royal Glassmakers. All right, using a small bit of glass on the end of a pipe, Oliver was able to shape a punty. And that attaches to the bottom of the rocks glass.
So back to the MRIs for a second.
Yes,
Pam
please.
says the MRI is a huge magnetic field. We have 4 zones around the MRI machines.
That's what she was saying. Like,
First zone is the waiting room with no metal screening. And then it goes all the way up to zone 4, which is the actual MRI room. So there's special stretchers, oxygen tanks, and IV pumps that have to be in the MRI rooms that have no magnetic metal in them. So they can't have any metal at all in that room.
that's what my niece was
magnetic
saying.
metal.
Like, even a needle on her, she wasn't
Yep.
allowed because the needle will get pulled.
Yep.
Yuck.
I went to the MRI Institute one time because I
Of
had
course, because you have some story to top it.
Well, I've had quite a few MRIs in my life
Why?
for many reasons.
Okay.
And they said, oh, you're a metal worker. You don't have any metal in your body, do you? And I said, no. And I said, but I have had metal caught my eye before from grinding. And he was like, well, is it still there? And I said, no, every time I pick it out with like a Q-tip or something, but I can't 100% guarantee that I have and don't have any metal in my eye. And he was like, well, I think you're going to be fine. And I was like, well, what would happen? As I was going into the machine, he said to me, well, if there is a miscellaneous piece in your eye, it'll just agitate around and shred your eyeball. And I was like,
Okay,
thank
then.
you very much.
Wheel me in.
Can you put the music on, please? And he put on the symphony music, and I was like, oh boy, here goes my eyeballs.
And here you are.
And I survived. So I successfully plucked out all those metal fragments. I was saying earlier that Oliver is really famous at leaving the tweezers over here at the knockoff bench, and he did it again.
Did you notice that I lined up 4 pairs of tweezers right behind you at the far right both side of the tool section for you to grab from today?
Why does he take the tweezers? You don't take them when you knock it off?
I don't know why Oliver does it. It's just
Oliver,
crazy.
why do you take the
Listen.
tweezers?
Sometimes it's good to be sabotaged by your coworkers.
I agree.
You ready for this bit, Chris?
So this is the same color as the foot, guys. A beautiful deep ruby that's made with the mineral copper. So it's different than a gold. It's more like a Merlot red. Or I would say like a Philly Jersey red.
No way.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, pretty much all the same minerals off the periodic table that make glass
Can be found in Philly.
make fabric color.
Oh, okay. Not the direction I thought you were going to
That's
go
right.
there.
Well, I threw you a curveball.
You did.
Literally.
We got to theme these better, man. If we were knowing we were doing baseballs, we could have had a baseball warm-up.
That would have been sweet.
You know, we do plan these shows out. We've got the next 2 weeks, and in September, we've got a famous guest coming. It does have something to do with the MRI I just had to take. This is a very, very famous doctor, and he's going to be coming on the show. So get ready.
Do you think, but a good question to ask us internally before we have this guest on, do you think medical professionals enjoy medical shows and medical dramas in the same way that
No.
we do as people who don't work in that environment?
Because they're probably like us, being like, that's not real. That wouldn't happen. There's no way.
So much trauma involved, you know? It's like, they don't want trauma.
So they do that a lot with, like Grey's Anatomy. I guess a lot
Yeah.
of what happens in there is not actually accurate. Supposedly the most accurate medical show out there is Scrubs.
Scrubs.
Which I really enjoyed Scrubs.
I have never watched it.
Really?
Yeah.
If some producer really had their stuff together, they would create a glass blowing show just like ER and Scrubs and all those other things, so that there's all this stuff happening, like the guy accidentally trips and his head goes into the glory hole.
Which actually happened.
Did it?
It did happen.
Nobody survives that, just for the record, guys. No one survives
Ask
that.
Mark Vandenberg about it. But, Roland, if you're listening, the glass blowing show, yes, we are looking for a producer.
And not some reality show. I mean, they film those medical shows like they're reality shows. The camera's like on some like guy's back. He's running down the halls, chasing the gurney, bubbling up and down. But we want a real, serious murder mystery glass blowing show.
We do?
What if, what if
Murder
we
mystery?
just manufactured workplace drama here and filmed it?
I want
We just tore each other apart for weekly entertainment. Wouldn't that be fun, everybody? Wouldn't that be great?
I mean, all we have to do is just add about 4 hours onto the show, which I'd like to do, and
Yeah.
then
camera
just
would
get our
not.
costume room going. And
A little bit of hair and makeup, then
Yeah.
we'll be good to go.
I'd
Hair
love
and
to come
makeup.
out as a
Could you
Sasquatch or
imagine
something.
if we wore makeup, what we'd look like?
Look at this amazing rocks glass for some birthday person out there in the world who likes Philly.
Looks
Looking
good.
very nice.
Maybe they'll pull out the old school jerseys for one more game, like they do sometimes. They pull out the old school jerseys. That'd be
They've
sweet.
been wearing them.
They have been?
Yeah, obviously not every game, but usually at least 2 or 3 times a season they'll pull them out. I love them. They're my favorite ones.
I think the person who's the recipient of this should have their jersey on and then be drinking something out of here.
I agree. I concur. Just like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Which Leo movie is that from?
I don't know.
That's from the one when he was a doctor and he was like faking it, and the guy's
Catch
like,
me if you can.
I gotta get him to the room stat. He's got heart problems, and he's like, I concur.
Oliver, your grandma says the heat gives you giggles. I think Chris
That's-
gives you giggles.
That could just be Chris.
Woo, baby.
Very nice.
All right, so we had 2 customs tonight.
All right.
Excuse me, this is not going to be for sale, but the next one will be. LB, that's the name of Jake's cat. Which we are cat
Oh,
sitting right
yeah.
now. All right, Oliver's shucking some pipes or dumping the glass. Look at that, the cup totally made it.
Totally survived.
Huh,
I'm very impressed.
maybe we should put that on the show. Bess, will you add that to the show?
The Survivor.
The Survivor from show 330.
All right.
$5 million. All
We're
right,
at
Chris, we
show
got half
30,
an hour.
3:30.
Let's make one more and go to the giveaway.
We got a hat to pull out. 3 of us are making this one.
Yeah, so
Oh, I forgot.
Wait a minute. Oliver's gonna have to wear this hat. 'Cause it's a funny looking hat.
it's not a hat.
Oh,
Could
I
be a
thought we were
hat.
pulling from a hat.
That's kind of like a hat.
Did I
made
say
of wood.
we were pulling from a hat? There's 3 pieces of paper. You pick one,
Do
Oliver.
you want first honors?
No.
Okay.
No.
No. I'm game. I'm easy.
What you got, Oliver?
This one right here.
Oliver,
that
what do you
says
have?
that.
Color.
Upside down, spin it. There you go. For a minute it said Rolok.
Everyone knows what that is, so I'm doing color. You got it.
Oh boy, Michelle's starting it, and Chris gets to put the finishing touches on. I like
All right. It's a teamwork one.
it. All right, well, I'm working the camera here, folks, while Michelle is gathering it up.
I need to converse with Oliver.
You do?
Well, he's in charge of the color. You got to give him a second. Why don't you, in the
I
meantime,
already got it figured out in
show
my
off
head.
the giveaway piece?
Oh, here's the giveaway piece that Matt made. If you guys weren't watching the show last week, you should go back and check it out because it was a pendant show. And we had a ton of really cool pendants from Oliver and from Matt. And Matt did a giant leaf pendant right here in my beautifully clean hand. Look at, that's the perfect hand to show off a gorgeous piece
What
of
you
glass.
thinking?
There's nothing really bad about it except that that's what the blowpipe does to you folks. I did wash them before dinner, but he's got a loop on it, and that thing is gorgeous. And this is the giveaway from last week, and it's obviously not going to be a pendant for somebody's neck because it's way too big. It's going to be something like you would hang from some other object. We got these guys over here getting buck wild, talking about their colors, figuring it all out. Maybe I'll do a quick pan across what's on our normal website sales of our new summer, midsummer collection of glasses, Rocks and Wine. I think that might be like a name of a band. Rocks and Wine.
Steve O says, "What's up, Chris and the family?"
Steve O? What up, Stevie O? All right. We got Oliver over here doing his drawing. He's got his color pattern going on here, guys.
Jeff says, "What are all of those small pieces of copper tube for on the knockoff station?"
Are we talking about these?
Yes.
These are just fun noisemakers. We roll them on the ground and they jingle, and they're really cool looking, you guys. And they sound pretty too. That's a lie, but those are for our garden reeds and garden splashes and garden sculptures, and we actually attach those to special retrofit punty, and then we gather molten glass right onto the copper, and then you can have a copper rod embedded into the glass. It just so happens that copper is a soft enough material that it's compatible with the expansion and contraction ratios of molten glass. Now, Michelle is getting buck wild over here, yanking up and down on the heat shield because she
do we
wants to
know
make
why?
sure she's trying to have the heat shield correctly
Do what it's supposed
positioned.
to do.
I
Shield
mean,
the heat.
Unfortunately, if you guys, well, I should say fortunately, it doesn't make a difference to me, but when I'm blowing glass, I'm on the opposite side of the pipe because I'm left-handed, so I'm standing where there is no heat shield. So I get the brunt of the burn. Where Michelle's smart, when she goes up there, she's like, I'll have the heat shield directly in front of me because I don't want to have the 2,000 degree heat source blasting me. So here's the view right here over her shoulder where she can step over to the left if she wanted to and hide behind the heat shield and then come back over and peek into the hole and see what she's working on. That's definitely something that's important when you're blowing glass because when you're standing in front of that hole for 8 hours a day, you need relief. So she's marvering it up on the steel plate here, and it's only one color right now. Is that correct, Michelle?
That is correct.
Yeah, so what she's doing right now is she's marvering it and shaping the glass to prepare it to blow a bubble into it. And when you roll the glass on a steel plate, like the marvering table, it chills the surface of the glass and gives it a specific skin of stiffness so that when the bubble blows into the piece, it blows out symmetrical. Very, very important to use the marver. For a long time, early American glass blowers didn't use marvers and they were using a newspaper, a wet newspaper, and the glass did not really do the same thing that the Marver did.
Early American glass, they had newspapers?
Yeah. That's right. Right off the offset press. Next to the blacksmithing and stable down on Michigan Avenue.
Uh-huh.
All right, you guys, she's got a beautiful looking bubble. She's using the jacks to shape that bubble.
Lynn says she can confirm that Oliver was working last Saturday because she was in here on the other side and Oliver was taking care of a bachelorette party. And that is absolutely correct.
Yeah, that was that day.
That was that day.
So you were taking care of the bachelorette party?
Yeah. I host bachelorette parties
Did you wear
at the
special
place that you own.
Did
It's
you
a subtle
did you
hint.
wear the special Glass Academy bachelorette party outfit?
I was, but I can't talk about it on the internet.
That's right. It did have a fox's tail on it though, didn't it?
We follow the same rules as Fight Club.
What happens in Fight Club stays in Fight Club.
Absolutely.
So Janice is here. She says hi. She's a first-time watcher.
Hello.
Janice, what's
Are you
up?
ready?
Ready when you are.
We talk about all
got
kinds
plenty
of
of heat on
craziness
this.
here on the Gathering Point.
Oh, here's a color pattern coming at you, folks.
I'm following Oliver's direction on the floor. So this is,
Granny Green.
and it's the solid stripe there. The next one he's gonna bring is going in between.
Yep, and
And it
this
looks
is
like
where
it's
we're gonna
wiggly.
this is where we're gonna collaborate a little bit, Michelle. You have black for your base. That's Granny Green.
Okay.
Would you like blue, pink, or yellow for your next one?
That's the
Granny
drawing.
green, blue, pink,
What
or
color's the base
yellow.
of it?
Black.
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 Granny green, blue, pink, or yellow. I'm kind of going with yellow. What do you think?
So for
I was
those
gonna
of
say blue or yellow.
you guys who just tuned in to the show, we just picked 3 stages of this drinking glass out of a basket, and each one of us got dealt a certain part of the process. Michelle got the start of the bubble, Oliver got the color, design, and pattern, and I got the finish the cup up action.
How you
And I was
feeling, Michelle?
hiccuping at the same time.
Can I interpret your squiggle the way I want to interpret your squiggle?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got
Do you
some
need more glass?
ad-lib
Do you need more
action
time?
going on here.
Should I
No,
flash?
I was wondering what
folks.
color you wanted.
Oh, I thought yellow.
You got
And
it.
Oliver always leaves the chalk in the ground when I'm standing there. So when I heard the crunch go down, you guys, we just had a minor accident.
Another one bites the dust.
Well, that's a callback to sabotaging your coworkers. I'm always doing it. I'm out to get them.
Oliver,
He wants you to stay on your toes.
you're
Literally.
in deep trouble, pal. Deep trouble. But it looks to me like you just picked up some of this beautiful yellow, and that's sunflower yellow. It's a gorgeous, brilliant yellow. It ends up looking orange when it's hot because he's picking it up on a wad or gather
A
of
wad.
2,000 degree clear crystal. So it instantly turns that color to a different color. Just for your
Come
eyes
out.
at this
I'll
point.
meet
When
you
it
at the
comes
bench.
out of the annealing oven, it'll be the true color of itself. Here we go. This is another sweetie.
Everyone's silent.
We were all just like, whoa.
I had 100 things I wanted to say, but that looked really sweet, Michelle.
I had nothing to say. I was just like, wow,
Eh,
that thing's going on.
Well,
Oh,
what
she
I was
just
Is that
added
what you
some
meant by can
texture.
I interpret your squiggles?
yes,
Okay.
but I'm not fast enough.
Oh, I gave you a very stiff color.
Rapid snipper.
Rapid snipper's not me.
You good on camera, Chris? You want me to jump in there? You feeling good?
No cramps, no like broken legs or anything.
All right, got it.
Doing just fine.
Let me find another piece of chalk to put down here on the floor real quick.
There's one underneath if you need it. I see.
Hey, thanks. They're ganging up on me.
Tabea says Oliver is really always out to get us.
This is it's true. Speak
It's
on that today and let the
true.
people know.
I don't think people really understood today that what I was saying about how Oliver always leaves my tweezers up on the knockoff bench. Every time.
Why would someone
Every
take
time.
the tweezers there?
Just to mess with you when you're at the bench, Michelle.
That's only you.
You know how
These are the shenanigans
That's
that go
only
on
you.
around here when we're
Yeah.
doing production.
That's only you.
Huh?
That's only you.
Like, think of the feeling that you have when you grab a tool and it's like covered in wax. The next level to that is just there not being a tool.
Yeah, or like cottage cheese being all over it. It's
So
just the same.
Cottage cheese in the hot shop has no place in my book.
It goes
That is-
sour in minutes.
That's. I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy.
this is ice cold.
Just keep rolling. Just keep rolling it, Michelle. She's like imagining cottage cheese all over the tweezers, and she's just rolling a rock hard piece of glass on the
It's like,
Marver.
This is gonna take forever.
This is why we do the triple combo action, guys. And it's amazing
Put
that
some
we're
good
doing
mojo
this.
in the piece.
Go talk about
And this
something else.
isn't even the giveaway. This piece
This
is going to be
is,
for sale.
I don't know what I'm doing, and you're gonna have to open it. Ah, ha, ha.
After this piece, we're gonna do some housekeeping, and then we'll have one more
Jesus,
piece after.
it's taking so long to heat this. You could do housekeeping now.
Great. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about some things, and then I will do the giveaway. So Chris can keep the camera on Michelle for just a few more minutes, but I'm going to be talking. So couple
We
things.
can put the camera on her. I'm just reheating.
Oh, okay. I'm just here. Hello. Couple things to mention to you guys. I don't know why I'm standing like this, but I've decided it's comfortable, so I just am, by the way. Our signature pumpkin. I can't show it to you yet. However, we are working on names and also donation spots. So let me explain that a little further. Names. I can't tell you too much about the signature pumpkin yet, but what I will tell you is that it is purple. So we are looking for some purple pumpkin names. If you have some ideas, throw them in the chat or send them to us in an email. We'll put them on the list and we'll all take a look at them and see what works best. As far as donation spots,
no.
you guys know that every year with our signature items, we send a portion of those proceeds to a charity or somewhere that can benefit from that. So this past spring, we did our turtles, and so we did a turtle donation to the Sea Turtle Conservancy. For our turtles this year, we're looking to donate to a small farm. And so we're looking to see if you guys have any recommendations, suggestions of any small farms that we could donate towards. So if you have any ideas for that, also put that in the chat or shoot us an email. And then we're going to add those to a spreadsheet and take a look at all of them and see what's going to work best for us. But that's our goal for our pumpkins this year, is for a small farm.
I love it.
Loyalty League. So Loyalty League will be opening up again soon. If you guys remember, Loyalty League is our higher tier of membership. We have 2 membership tiers. Star Supporter, which is the lower one, is open year-round to join whenever you'd like. And then the Loyalty League only opens up quarterly. So it's only open for a week at a time, 4 times a year for registration. So that is coming up soon. Our Loyalty League is open August 19th through the 26th. So if you're looking to join that, I will make sure that we throw links in the comments when that is open for you. I don't think it is next week, but the week after that.
August 19th through the 26th, you say?
Yes, 19th through the 26th. So that is when Loyalty League registration is going to be open to join again.
Nice.
Members gifts. If you are a current member, members gifts went out. So if you haven't...
Tomorrow.
Oh, they're going out tomorrow. Excuse me. So keep an eye out on your mail starting this week. And then you guys should be receiving those. We love to see what your thoughts are about them. Take pictures, put them in the, either if you're in the Loyalty League group, or if you are in the Glass Academy Addicts group, so throw some pictures in there once everybody started receiving theirs, and we love to hear from you guys and see what your thoughts are. So we're excited for those to go out for you guys soon.
Now keep on talking if you want to, Bess, but
Okay.
I gotta get back over to the hot
Yes.
glass.
Absolutely.
It's made a transformation into a cylinder shape here. Michelle's been working it over here, doing an amazing job,
We'll do a paddle.
and it's looking good.
So see this big belly over here?
Looks so cool.
That's super soft.
I love it. So,
So
I'll have
that
to,
area, scooch.
you're telling me that, so when I open it, I beware.
Yeah, so that area wants to blow out right away. But the other colors are stiff. So they're like, I'm not moving.
I like it. Well, that's one of the things that we've mentioned many a times on the show, guys, is that different colors of glass melt at different temperatures. And she was just saying those two bright opaque colors wrapped around a super soft black glass is tough because you really have to have a strong forearm to press down on the sides like she's doing right now, so that the bubble does not blow through the soft black and it blows out equally
Give me a
between.
moment.
And the result of that is an asymmetrical, super sweet shape, and she's got a great color pattern going on here. I'm loving it. I can't wait, because at a certain point I'm going to be able to jump in there and I'm going to be able to open this thing up, rip it open, and finish the glass itself, and we're going to have the triple combo mojo special.
Triple combo.
So here's a Maurice, which is a small wad of glass that they put on the bottom, and she flattens it while Oliver's making the punty out of that leftover glass on the pipe. But she just went in there and she flattened it in there really nice. You can see those colors coming out on the camera right now. That's because they're getting cold. She's got to get right back into that heat source. If they get too cold, they're going to want to shatter off the blowpipe. We don't want that.
Call it a bit. Why did it change to a wad today?
I didn't call it a wad.
Yes, you did. I was like,
what
why
do
on
you mean,
earth?
Chris?
What?
Speak on that.
Can I have a wad
I just
of
want to let you
glass?
know I didn't call it a wad.
Okay,
I
no.
think Michelle imagined it.
Roland, I need you to rewind.
Uh-oh, Michelle's got
Oh my
salty
God.
sweat in her eyes. She's bumming.
Good
Would you
thing
like
I'm
me to get
handing
you a
this
rag?
off. No, I'm handing it off to you.
You have to do the glass blowing style rag, which is a completely dirty, nasty rag that you get to wipe your face with
No,
when
that's
sweat gets in your
not
eye.
the case.
That's what happens.
These are not glass blower rules.
Bill Goodenrath would say that's for sure.
No one knows who Bill Goodenrath is.
Oh yeah, nice work, Shell. Off the pipe, and she is done, folks. She's now going to be taking the camera away from me. Get ready, because this is when you start to hear this in the background. It's like, that's the
You're-
bus coming.
You're asking for it today. I don't know what's gotten into you, man.
I was so tired before the show, even an espresso shot wouldn't help. But now, there you go, sweetie.
What'd you tell me earlier that I was in trouble? I think I'm getting off scot-free today.
All right. I really like how you pinched that yellow bit and it got into like little tiny, like almost slug patterns.
Well, I was trying to look at like this squiggle, and I didn't want to Rosetta it. I thought I'd try something different.
Were you talking about this squiggle right here,
Oh,
or
funny.
that squiggle right
that
there?
That squiggle.
What really were you representing with that squiggle, Oliver? Could you elaborate
Two
on that a
colors.
little?
Well, I wanted to do like 2 color spirals like we did on the piece, but I only had 1 color of chalk in my hand, and if I colored it all in the same, I didn't want Michelle to think that I just wanted 1 color of a very tight spiral.
Right.
So I filled one in, I gave the other one a squiggle, so it looked like 2 different spiral trails. And Michelle's like, can I interpret this? And I was like, yeah, sure, absolutely. And then she hit it with the shears, and I was like, I never would have thought to do that. That's sweet.
That's part of this whole amazing collab process. All right, going for a rip. Just like my pants ripped yesterday on the golf course.
Your pants didn't rip yesterday on the golf course.
I swear to God they did. I went down to take a putt and pick up my ball.
On a putt?
Yeah, on a putt. And rip. And it wasn't even anywhere. It was like right here.
Like hole 3?
I think it was like a weak spot in the fabric or something. Because normally, like if your crotch rips out or something because your pants are tight or something. But my pants weren't tight and my leg burst through. It was crazy. So this is looking sweet. And Michelle, that spot you were talking about, I just pushed it back out with the
And you got to
jacks.
go on the outside too.
I don't know. I'm kind of really loving the way this all looks right here. That whole organic.
This little undulation and then it's net by the opposite end.
I
like
think
a
that
lot.
thing's going to Tumbler Town.
That's where my thumb sits.
You got a big thumb too. Big old thumb.
Huge thumb. Huge thumb.
Whoa. All right. Well, how about a Stamperoon?
All right.
For those of you who don't know, you may have just tuned in 30 seconds ago. We stamp every one of our pieces with the GA stamp, which is super sweet because you know it came from our studio in this tasty manganese opal black with these granny apple green and canary yellow undulating, masterfully placed and designed color patterns is going to be for sale.
I thought this was the giveaway.
No.
What are you talking about?
Look at the clock. We got time to do the giveaway. This one's for sale. And it's a tasty one.
I thought the.
So as soon as we knock this off, I do have a leaf glass pendant to give away. The question from last week was, do you prefer functional or decorative pieces? And a lot of people said I love both, but it looks like if you had to pick one or the other, people swayed more towards decorative. Our winner said, being a glass artist myself.
Well, Beth, you can hang on a second.
Yeah.
I'd like to feature you. All right, go for it, Beth.
All right. Can you show off that leaf too?
Oh,
by the
yeah,
way?
yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
So sorry, it's not on a cord, but you can see how a cord would slide through there, and then you could wear it
Wear
or
it,
hang
it in your window, hang it somewhere. So our winner said, being a glass artist myself, I prefer decorative glass. Decorative glass gives me the freedom to try new techniques that I only saw in my dreams. Functional pieces tie me down to a specific use. So our winner,
Interesting.
it is a very
I'll
interesting
take
take
that.
on it, is Patty. So congratulations, Patty.
Woo woo.
If you are local, you are going to be able to pick this up once you get your email from Donna. And if not, Donna will work out shipping with you. But keep an eye out for that email. Typically it comes on Thursday, but congratulations.
Very
Our
nice,
giveaway
very
question for this week, which are we making a giveaway right now? Is that
Yeah,
what's
now
happening?
is the
Okay.
giveaway. I thought that piece was going to be because I wanted all three of us to do it.
Got you.
But
So
that will go up for sale.
totally fine. Our question for this week is, what's your biggest pet peeve in a drinking glass? Is it because it's too heavy, too small, not tall enough, too narrow to clean, you don't like the color? Whatever it is, you're going to send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com. Make sure you put your answer and your name in your email. And you get to win whatever we are making right now. I mean, it's some
Dun, dun,
drinkware of
dun.
some sort. I know that. Yeah, do that. Also, make sure you guys give us suggestions for the signature pumpkin name that is going to be Perps this year. I saw a lot of you excited in the comments about that. And if you have a small farm that you think that we should donate
you
towards this year, that would be great. This is the giveaway piece, so this is going to be our last piece of the night. It is not for sale. Our giveaway is never for sale. The only way that you can get it is by entering to win with the question of the week. So I do have that question up on the screen for you guys with the email that you're going to send that to. And then I'll be getting that that last piece up here in just a second. So I'm going to get that piece up here just in a second. Question is on the screen to win this giveaway piece. It's like Chris is working all kinds of magic over here for this giveaway.
It's looking pretty sweet, man.
Are you making it?
I feel like you just came back to the world the way you looked at me.
Are you making this up as you go, or did you have a plan the whole time, Chris?
Take one guess, Bess.
I never know with him. Sometimes.
It's a
Hello?
chain piece. This is you put it in an optical mold
Good.
and then you squeeze together the ribs, and it gives the illusion of a chain on it.
All right. Will you bring me a clear bit for the bottom of this? It's going to be like a
Black?
little mini foot. Probably like the size of a large grape, Oliver.
A genetically modified one or like a natural large grape?
I'm thinking like genetically modified all day long.
Okay.
We did have a technical question.
Yeah.
Sean says, can you explain what an opaline color is?
Opaline color? Go ahead.
Yes, I can. Who asked, Sean?
Sean.
An opaline is a color that's opaque but still partially transparent, like an opaline white, or a opaline blue, where you blow it out and it's still partially transparent as opposed to being completely opaque. A lot of opalines are really nice. You get a lot of blues. They're like a hybrid of a completely opaque or a completely transparent. All right, make a punny out of that, baby.
Would you consider is it R316 to be opaline, lingonberry?
I think lingonberry is, and even R21. You know what that is?
No one knows what
Of course I
these
know what
numbers are.
R21 is.
You do?
Everyone knows what R21 is. That would be emerald, new green.
Is it?
Oh, what do you mean, is it? What do you mean? Don't
I
you
thought
know?
it was brilliant yellow's R21.
Is it really?
But
no, that's
brilliant yellow's an opaline, and you put 3 coats on or 4 coats, and it can turn opalescent and be very, very
that's R20.
beautiful. What didn't I say? R21 minus 1.
I just wasn't listening.
Hey,
Dang it.
Is this black?
yeah.
Vicky asked, is it smoky where you are? Yeah, we have a
Oh,
an air advisory right now.
yeah.
I played softball actually yesterday and my lungs were just on fire.
Right? Yesterday it was crazy.
I was like, why am I breathing so heavy? Like, I have exercise-induced asthma, but it was a lot worse than normal, and then I remembered about the smoke.
And when you could see the haze in the sky, it was so bizarre. I was like,
The moon looks really weird with it.
oh, does it?
Carol says it's terrible in Sarnia, too.
Chris, did you intend on this being a straight wall, or did you want this to be a little
Oliver.
bit more Glencairn shaped?
No,
than
no,
you've
no.
had?
Oliver, this is you. Nice try.
No, 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 Oliver.
I'm just messing up all over the place today. To the
This
people
is all
at home
you.
watching, I'm sorry for the way I've been today. Please forgive
I mean,
me.
since the very beginning of the night.
This is artist choice, man. There's no rules. Let there be no rules. Feel the cup, Oliver. Feel the cup.
Be one with the cup.
I'm just so glad there's tweezers here.
Well, I mean, hey, you would never sabotage yourself.
No, I wouldn't. I would. Could you imagine if you sabotaged
I
yourself?
couldn't imagine it, ever. You know that sometimes it's been known for people to, when they're trimming, that they hit themselves in the forehead with their own shoulder, Oliver.
What are you
Was I
talking about?
Was I doing the thing with my head again?
Oliver was just trimming like this, and he was trimming, and he was going like this. And he was bringing it up.
My body doesn't know I'm doing that yet.
But you want to make sure that you're below the trim all the time.
So the trim falls and the weight, the
Yeah.
gravity is pulling
But
the
that's just
trim
part
down.
part of the process, which is he's doing an amazing job, folks. Besides a few things. Look at this, looking good. I think you could probably form that into
Nothing.
anything you like, Oliver. Except for
Nothing.
a bat. Don't turn it into a bat.
Don't turn it into a bat.
Don't turn it into a bat.
Don't sculpt it into a bat. I mean,
Have you
could
guys
do one of
seen-
these magic moves, and all of a sudden people just see a bat on the end of the pipe.
Just take it away from drinkware entirely.
It's a pretty tasty looking goth wine tumbler.
Maybe we need to make these for Renaissance. We'll match everyone's outfits.
It's got the chain
With the
that
red
you just
wine in
broke
it.
free from when you drink your dark red port. Yeah.
Huh.
When you're under the stairs thinking about something special.
Under the stairs?
Why are you under the stairs?
Where are there stairs at
Like
the
Harry
Renaissance?
Potter being under the stairs.
What are you talking about? Where are the stairs at? We just paid like $1,200 to have the stairs
That's the
fixed.
back of our booth. That's not public facing.
I could imagine coming out and seeing somebody under there drinking port out of that glass, all nervous.
People aren't supposed to
I'm
be
just
in the
lightly
back
heating
of
up.
the
I'm gonna
booth.
touch it up one more time to make sure it's nice and round, and then I'm done.
The
Or I'll take a stamp it, actually.
the collaborative tumbler is sold, and then the Survivor glass is sold.
Oh, you know what? Did anyone put in the chat a farm donation?
I do have some ideas for that I've been
Okay.
getting from the comments. I've been putting them in Sarah's spreadsheet, and she will filter through them.
Love
Coming at you, Ollie.
Next week, you guys, signature pumpkin releases.
The farm doesn't need to be in Michigan only, right? It can be
No,
anywhere, right?
Correct. They're for small farms.
Well, I mean, small farms for sure. But I was thinking just like it could be in any state.
So the signature pumpkin, they're pre-sales. This just gives us an idea of, we have some made, but this gives us the full idea how many we need made. Pre-sales will go for, I think, a week and a half before we start shipping out. So they don't start shipping out until Lizzie's back in town and the first weekend of Renaissance is over. That tells you nothing, but it tells me something.
I'm gonna grab
This-
these tweezers.
Yep, this is the giveaway, guys, and you need to answer the giveaway question if you want to win this tasty goth port glass.
And the question is on the screen.
Ooh, love the chain look.
Question is, what is your drinkware pet peeve? You're going to send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com with your name and your answer in your email, and maybe we'll be reading off your name next week to win this piece.
And I'll have to say, you know, there's not like thousands of entries. The chances of you winning something are pretty good. It's not that there's 5 entries, but there's not hundreds either. So every week we give away something. We are on show 5 or 750 something
Well, that's the. When does the question stop? When can you stop answering the question?
next week, next Tuesday.
Yeah, by Tuesday. So we only leave it up for a while. And keep in mind, you guys, we have hundreds of thousands of people watching the show. And if we left the giveaways open for everybody for the next 3 months to answer that question, your odds would be real slim. But we purposely only let it go for a week. And I'll tell you what, a lot of people win.
It kind of lines up with when we filmed the show, believe it or not.
What? It does?
Just throwing it out there. That was a pretty sweet giveaway, guys. Make sure you enter that. I was a little bit nervous towards the end there because I don't know if Chris remembers the last giveaway I got to help make and touch and put my hands on hit the floor in a catastrophic way. And if I did that to Chris's piece, then I would have really been in some trouble. Would have been a good nightcap on this evening. So I'm glad that that one made it in the box all safe and sound and looked awesome. That was a sweet chain link pattern.
I did want to recap that. That was our piece, you guys, not my piece. Our
Did I
piece.
say my piece?
You said my piece.
What I meant to say was his piece.
Our piece.
That I gazed upon.
No,
got
you
to-
said my piece. And
Hello.
I think it was
near the
our
light
piece.
of
Can we
Chris's
wrap up
glory.
the show, please?
So Annette pointed out one thing, the tweezers. That is exactly what I was just going to say.
Oliver, evidence right here.
It was the final piece. We're done for the day.
Annette
That
even
one
said in the
doesn't
comments, there
count.
go the tweezers.
Right. You guys, thank you very much. It was an amazing show. We had a blast. It's super nice from Michelle and Oliver and I. And there's other shows when the other participants, like you know that kid in New York, he's here and he gets in on it. But we had a great
Sometimes.
show. It was super fun. The bus did not come around the corner, thank goodness. And if you don't know anything about the bus, you're going to have to go back some future?
Future
No?
show. Yeah, we
Yeah,
can pretty much
future
promise the bus will
shows.
be in future shows.
Yes, guaranteed.
Thank you very much, you guys. We had a blast. We love it. Thanks for watching our show, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Loyal 2 League members, we'll see you Thursday. Talk to you later.
Later, everybody.
Bye.